time, live with love. I am Love. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm a little late today. It's not quite 11:11. I was taking care of some things and had different things kind of move around today. And I don't know if you're like that, but I get in this place that sometimes if I don't stick to whatever the routine was or the plan at the time, then like other things can go amok. Amok. It's not quite amok, it's all great. We're just gonna wait for the chatters to come on here. They may have given up on me, I'm not sure. Yesterday, there were some great messages that came in. A channeled message that happened in the morning when I was listening to certain tones, and almost precise messages that complemented that message when we picked cards. I don't have any cards with me today. Those were the coffee shops, but how fun was that to be in Chocolate Tree, to like feel like you're a part of Sedona and that energy, right? So today, it kind of continues. There is energy asking us to again connect with our senses, to connect with the elements, and this deep connection between the water and the earth. And what I'd like to do, there was an episode previously that I believe there was something in the title called Stargate. And I was showing you guys an actual Stargate, the sacred geometry of a Stargate. What is a Stargate? A Stargate is a portal. What is your heart? Your heart is a portal. Your heart is a Stargate. And you can also bring in like an etheric Stargate in different dimensions that kind of surrounds you. And if you don't know what a Stargate looks like, you can go back and look at that video, but you can also, when I'm going to walk you guys through today, this connection, you can just picture a pyramid that is coming over the top of you. And seeing that golden frequency coming in from above, and then your earth connection coming in from below. So you have a soul star, which they say is about, here, 6 inches or so above. And then you have an earth star that is the same below your feet. And these are, it's almost like the chakras, right? There are energetic connections to us. Actually, there was some information yesterday that was talking about like the energies of March. And one of the things that this YouTuber mentioned was in the month of March, we have this opportunity to connect with, how would I say this? There's an opportunity for some of your abilities to get a boost, some of your clairsenses to get a boost. And what was spoken of were two things. One, and this is quite amazing because since I've been here, I've been like, I really want to sleep under the stars. And I was like, oh, okay, that's why I want to sleep under the stars. I do love to sleep under the stars, but there's like this deep, like, how can I lay under the stars? I don't even have to sleep under the stars, right? Like, how can I lay under the stars, even if it's just for an hour, and be warm enough to do so, right? Because it's warm here in Sedona during the day, and then in the desert, it gets a bit cooler later on. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Omar, Debbie. Hey, guys. Where am I now? I'm on my friend's porch. I apologize. I was a little bit late today on the 11:11 mark, but we still have those energies with us. And we're talking about your senses, your abilities. We all have certain things that are innate about us, and we're going to connect to our innate today. I'm not going to show you around today. There's nothing to see. Actually, there's not nothing. However, hold on just a minute. I will show you this. There is a view of one of the mountains called Coffee Pot. I'll show you this. So that right there is actually Thunder Mountain. That point right there is Chimney Rock. It's a great hike, and it's a totally different ecosystem up there. When you get up there, guys, you'll be like, what? These plants are here in the desert? What's going on with that? And this right here is Thunder Mountain. And if you follow it along, my phone does not like being off the charger. If you follow it along, you see this over here? If you've ever seen an old-fashioned coffee pot, that's what that is. That hike over there is called Coffee Pot. There's something down below it called Sugarloaf. And where I did my live, when I first arrived here, where I did my live was over there. That's where Keyhole Cave is. It's not on their maps, but if you have All Trails, you can get there. Hold on, I'm gonna plug you in so that I do not lose you. Awesome. Hi, guys. Jesus loves me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love Jesus too. Jesus, my man, Jesus. My favorite quote ever was from Ghostbusters, when they refer to Jesus as like, man, I like Jesus' style. I like that guy, right? I thought that was awesome because it broke me out of slightly broke me out of the religious program of like Jesus is like up out there somewhere, like not as accessible, and as an ascended master. And I was like, wow, that makes me feel like he's my friend, right? He's my friend, he's my family, right? And we talked a little bit about this yesterday. We talked about seeing people, really seeing people. It's important to really hear people too, but think about our daily lives and when we go for a walk or we go out into the world and how we almost don't look at people. Someone's laying on the street, doesn't have a place, doesn't have food, or is asking for money. Someone that's in the middle of the road asking for money, and we don't look, we don't see. All we see is someone asking something from us, but we don't see the soul. We don't see who is there. We don't see them as family. So that's come up, the connection of starting to see each other as something more, that we're not as separated as we've been told we are or that we think we are. We are very connected, and each person has a significant energy that they bring to the table. I was telling a friend this morning. I was like, you are enough. All that you bring right now in your life, all that you do for you, you are enough. And so if you're here, maybe you need to hear this too, that yes, there's always people wanting things from us. There are always people asking more of us. Why are they asking more of us? Well, my friends, it's because they are a type of mirror reflection of us. So even us here, talking at this time and connecting, our lives may be very different, but there's something here for you. There's something that resonates in the tone of my voice, possibly the subject matter, possibly just the breathing as one resonates with you. And yeah, if we can start to see each one of us as family, not a strange family, but actual soul family, you will see that you're going to be finding yourselves in experiences where you might meet different people and you're like, I know you. Sorry about the noise. The main drag of Sedona is not that far away. So yeah, do you ever have that feeling? You talk to someone and you're like, wow, there's some sort of recognition there. People in the spiritual community, they talk about it as a remembering. I'm pausing because I'm listening to some bells. Somewhere around here is a big church clock. So, as I said before, usually there's like some tones that happen, sometimes mistakenly. There are no mistakes. It's all like synchronicity. So when I get on live, there's usually some sort of tones or some way I'm to clear the space. So those church bells that I heard, clearing the space for you and I to breathe together. Yes, I am American. I'm in Sedona, Arizona right now, but I travel around. See any more questions? Do I know about the 19th Amendment? The 19th Amendment. Yes, I believe it's a trap, right? I'm trying to think back. I'm totally in a different mode right now instead of like the liberty mode that I was in yesterday. I'm in a totally different space, so I don't know if I'll be able to retrieve any of that information now, but definitely something to look up, the 19th Amendment. Yes, Jesus is indeed my friend. My man, Yeshua. Okay, so the connection we talked about, seeing people, really seeing people. If you can't see others, how can you see yourself truly? How can you look at yourself on a daily basis and not see the soul that you are? Maybe that's a place to start, is to start by looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, I'm awesome. You sexy devil, you. I like who I am. I like that I do this for people. I like that I'm willing to open doors for people, right? Find things you like, brief little things, and see people as the soul that they are. See people as family. I was on a coaching call this morning where this man talked about how he lives in an area where there are lots, or a good amount of homeless people. And there was this lady that he sees all the time, and it had been a bit cold. And he decided that he would go to his place, grab a blanket, and then come out and give it to her. And he was just showing the balance of spirituality and the physical, and also the physical world that we live in. So we can be very spiritual and say we care about this and we care about that, and then it comes down to actually assisting someone, and someone might be like, ugh, or or they're not clean, or they're just gonna buy booze with it, or and there's a difference between empowerment and enabling. So he was able to empower her by giving her a blanket when it was cold. He didn't enable her by all of a sudden becoming the savior and trying to attend to her every need. Now that will be different for everyone, right? How they decide to handle that. It is not easy to help and then to walk away without having some compassion about, I myself have many times where I was just like, as I'm passing them, I'm like, do you need some food? I was like, I'm going into a restaurant right now. If you want me to order you something, or if you want to walk along with me and order something, I can get something for you. When I was in Mount Shasta, there was a guy waiting with a gas can, needed gas to get to his next place. There was actually a group of them. I brought one guy to Subway, and I got him a meal, and then the other guy was needed gas, and they ended up being part of the same people. One was on the other side of the road, one was over here, and they're like, yeah, we're just trying to get out of Mount Shasta. We're headed to where it's warmer. And I asked myself, can I help? Do I have the time? And the answer was yes, and yes. So that was my day of kind of the good deeds, right? If we can do this on a regular basis, Hold on, it's getting a little loud. If we can do these kind of acts of kindness on a regular basis, it really helps people out. I've been here without a car this time. I flew in and I had some financial constraints that would not allow for a car. And I knew this when I was arriving here. And since I've been here, there have been such kind souls, kind people, some that I knew from before, some that I knew that are brand new. And I'm able just to kind of text them and be like, which direction are you going today? And kind of coordinate with some people. That's how I got to where I am today. I'm here today to I'm actually going to put the pink back in my hair. I know a lot of you guys like the blonde. It's still going to be blonde with the red, but I'm putting a little pink in there because I like to jazz it up a little bit, be a little sassy with my pink hair. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all that help. And I will tell you that when I'm here, when I've been traveling with my truck, I've often given people rides to where they need to go. And it's a great way to meet someone new, to have conversation. There are people regularly that commute all the way from Cottonwood, which is 25 to 30 minutes away. They have no car, and every day they commute all the way here. And I met one of those guys last time, and he said, I work at Safeway. Can you take me to Safeway? And I was like, oh, I'm not going that far, but I can take you to this beginning part. And he's like, no, that's okay. I'll just wait till someone can take me all the way. And I was like, wow, you know what? I like your style. I like that you know what you want and you're not afraid to ask for it. And then I ask myself again, do I have the time to take him further than I originally wanted to go? And the answer was yes. So I took him all the way to Safeway so that he could get to his job. Little acts of kindness. And you'll see that they get reciprocated. The spiritual community talks about this energy exchange. And some of them are pretty strict about it. And it's not that I don't believe in the energy exchange, that there should be an equalness, in anything you trade. I've traded some of my services of haircuts for massage, or someone helping me build something or fix something in my traveling studio. So there's usually just an evenness that's kind of brought about. It's not always about the money. It's not always about the full, complete total. In fact, I had somebody on here that wanted to book with me in Colorado and then was explaining how they didn't have the funds for it. And because we all have that thing of paying rent, paying car, gas, etc. There were many times before where I just did complete freebie work for people, I helped people out. And not that those days are gone, but I was thinking how can I do this in a new way that creates that balance in life where there is an equal giving? How can I do that? And as I was talking to this person in the chat, I was like, you know what? That's what I need on my website. I have a Venmo link in the descriptions of my videos for anybody who wants to buy me a chai or, maple syrup. I like that too. Or just they're thank you, here's $1. It's really nice and it helps, right? And I was like, on my site, I'm going to have the ability, and then I'll put it in my description as well, the ability for people to pay it forward for a hair session. So when I run into those people that are very strapped for cash and it's just not something they can do right now, I'll have a fund and be like, you know what? Here's the fund that is for the haircuts, and now you guys are involved in that. That's the act of kindness, right? And then I pay it forward to this other person that possibly is in need of getting spruced up. I've had people come into a salon that I've worked and just asked at the front desk, is there anyone who's willing, because they were homeless and there was a job interview, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that for you. Let's take care of you. Come on, come in the back. I'll wash your hair. And they'd be like, oh, you don't have to wash. I'm like, no, I'm going to wash your hair. I'm going to take care of you and help you be on your way to that interview. So, do I like China? Never been there. My mom's been there. She's been to the Great Wall. So I would love to go someday. All right, any questions about what I'm saying or any acts of kindness that you guys want to put that you too have bestowed upon the world that you live in? All right. Put in your acts of kindness. Put in where you're from too. I always like to know what part of the world is here with me. The energies that came in yesterday, it was a good live yesterday, guys. So if you haven't caught it, it will be available later. Probably not for a couple hours because I'll be making my hair pink in different places, little strips of pink. And the energies continue not only of connecting with others and to be in that place where we go beyond ourselves. There is self-care, there is self-love, but there's also the other type of divine love that we spread to all, you know. Definitely take care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, loving yourself, taking care of, then it's very hard for you to take care of others or to give to others. This one guy this morning made a good point. Someone asked him for money, a friend, and they wanted to borrow $10. And all he had was $2. And so he could have given the $2, but you know, he kind of needed that for himself. And he looked at the friend, he's like, can you just wait a couple hours? In a couple hours, I will have $20, because he knew that he was getting paid in some way. And the person was like, kind of like frustrated, or like, he's just be patient and wait a couple hours, and then I can give you more than what I've got. I can give you like $10 instead of the 2 that I have, which I need, right? So there's that balance again between, you know, being spiritual, being like a kind soul, taking care of yourself, and also assisting others. All right, no questions so far. Great. I want you guys to kind of come on a journey with me, will you? You breathe with me. We haven't done any breath work really in the last couple of lives, just a little bit. And I want to work on your clairsenses. I talked about earlier how the month of March, you have this opportunity to, you have enhancing energies coming in to the abilities you already have, to the clairsenses that are already strong within you. And one way that you're going to get that is if you can get under the stars, find a star that kind of is calling to you. You'll know what I mean when you see it, by the way. Find a star, or if you think it's a planet, either way. Notice the light that's coming from it. And be with that starlight for at least 10 minutes. If you can do more, do more. But for at least 10 minutes, sit under the stars and feel the energy of the starlight. Just like we do here on this channel, when we feel into the breath, we take a note of, okay, where are we today? Where's our energy level? And should have grabbed some water, right? Where's our energy level? And are there any pains in the body? What are we noticing about our body, like inside the body? What are we noticing out here in our energetic field? And you'll notice when we breathe together and we bring in certain energies, you're going to be able to not only feel what's going on in this area, right, throughout the body, but you'll be able to feel what's going on out here, which is your energetic field. It's why you know when you're like across the street and you look over and someone's looking at you. That's how you know, like their energy travels that far. We also talked about leaving parts of ourselves behind energetically sometimes, depending on what experience you're having, and calling those fractal soul fragments back in. So check that out too in that video. And is there anything else? Yes. Okay, so The other way that you're going to get kind of an upgrade to your cellular structure, your DNA, the vibration that happens within your cells, not only is through looking at the starlight through the month of March, but also connecting with, let me remember how this was put. With the sun, there's no need to really like look directly at the sun, although there is something called sun gazing, that if you're in the correct area, you can do that just as the sun is coming up in your area and have that be safe for a brief time for your eyes. But you can just kind of look around the sun. You can look to the bottom, to the left, to the right, and even look, I've talked to you guys about this, look through your eyelashes. If you look through your eyelashes, it's a way for you to connect with the rainbow codes. You'll see little bits of rainbow spectrum on your eyelashes when you look like this, like you're gazing up, half like real soft gaze. Okay, so we're gonna breathe. We're going to connect with the body, because that's where you're meant to be, embodied here on Earth. And there are elementals that we're going to connect with, elements of the earth, water, and we're going to work with the Stargate. I want to get you guys kind of used to working with your Stargate. It's possible that I've talked about the Stargate experience before, and there's similarities between some of the breath work that I breathe in, like the word feel, breathe, nothing to do, similarities there. So they're kind of building this kind of network. And I think there are going to be some of us that are ready, that we want to volunteer and be like, hey, that's me. I want to bring some of the Stargate type things to my community, right? And then there'll probably be different ways that I can do that will be supplied to me. So I'm kind of excited for when that happens. Their stuff is pretty new. Catch them on YouTube, the Stargate experience, and you'll notice a lot of quantum jumping, etc. What I'm going to walk you through today is like my version of the meditation I went through this morning, which is very important. There's a lot of importance in us connecting with the land, with the mother, Gaia, as they like to put it, Mama Sophia, Pachamama here in Sedona. Many names for the mother and the nurturing. Recently, there's been an asking for prayers to be given for the earth. And if you're not a praying person, simply holding love. Think about when you've seen a beautiful view, a beautiful sunset, a beautiful sunrise. You go to someplace in nature where you're camping or hiking. You're exuding like an appreciation, a love. So take a moment when you're feeling that and be like, Pachamama, I got you. Like, here, have some of this love. And all you have to do is really intend it. There's nothing to do. It's the simple intention of bringing that appreciation and that love for the consciousness, not just the planet that we're walking on, but the consciousness of Gaia, that ability to be provided for in so many different ways. We just don't think about it because we've got supermarkets and we've got faucets and we've got, under the ground electricity. But we know that it's possible to be totally off-grid and sustained by the earth, with certain technologies like the solar, right? Or no technologies, and you're just using like wood, your wood-burning stoves. All right, let us breathe together. I'm not seeing any questions in relation to what I'm talking about so far, which is kind of where I stick, guys, just FYI. And let's just breathe. Take a deep breath in. If you can, put your hand on your heart. If you can put one hand just below your navel on your womb. All you guys have wombs, even though you're never given birth. You have a womb that was connected to a mother at some point. So connect to the womb, connect to the heart, and utilize any noises you hear in the background of the road behind me, that you just know that that's going to take you deeper into your meditation. That is just on the external. We're going to concentrate right here, and then we're going to feel into the energetic field around us. Okay? So take a deep breath in. Ready? And go. And hold. And release. Notice as you release all the air out of your belly, did you breathe into your belly or did you breathe into the chest? On the next inhalation, go ahead and breathe into the belly. Ready? And hold. Sacred pause, and then release. Completely letting all the air out. We're recalibrating. We're letting our minds know this is the time. This is our time. Breathe in. And hold. And breathe out. Notice. Notice your breath and the rise and fall of your chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice that the mind doesn't really know what to do with this. Perhaps we'll just listen, it says. Perhaps we'll breathe. Perhaps I want a cup of coffee. Let it all be okay. And let your mind know that whatever errands you have, whatever to-do list you might be engaged in today, that there's plenty of time for you now. There's plenty of time to put that in a box and look into it later. Take a deep breath in and hold and release. We're getting in touch with the body. We're getting in touch with our blood, the water within the blood, our organs, the water within the organs, our lungs as we breathe in and we breathe out. We are tapping in to the inner awareness. We are being more than awareness itself. Nothing to do. Breathe. Smile. Feel the smile as you breathe. Feel what it does to the state of your body, to your well-being, when the corners of your mouth smile. Breathe in. Breathe out. Every smile you share with others is a light code for them to remember the light that which is within them. Breathe. Feel. Picture the stars, galaxies, spoken earlier of connecting with that one star that seems to be calling you as you gaze at the sky later on today, or perhaps where you are, it's already evening. You gaze at those stars and know that that is a part of you, that you are one, made of earth dust and stardust. You are. Now that light that you see from the stars, go ahead and bring that in through the crown of your head. This can be visual, this can be purely with intention. Breathe. Breathe in the light of the cosmos. Breathe in the stars, or the one star. That star may be your sun. Breathe that in. Whether it be golden light, or bright white light, bring it in through your crown, all the way through to your eyes, ears, throat, upper heart, heart, solar plexus, navel, sacral, root. Breathe. Breathe that energy and circulate it back up the spine to the back of the root, the back of the navel, the back of the sacral, solar plexus, back of heart. Breathe in deep. We're creating a circuit, the back of the throat, clearing, allowing your voice to be heard. The back of the head, the back of the third eye, opening your stellar gateway. And back up to the crown again. Breathe in this starlight. Breathe out the starlight. Surround yourself with stars. Surround yourself with the cosmos. See the cosmos within every cell of your body. Know that at this moment, even your DNA is vibrating, awaiting and preparing for your stellar stargate to come in. Breathe in through the portal of your heart, the stargate that is within you. Breathe. And release. We now extend our energetic roots, and we ask for some playtime from Pachamama, Mama Gaia, Sophia, whatever name you resonate with and you choose. We breathe all of our energetic star light roots down to the earth, asking the earth, let's play, let's connect. A song. Cece, my playmate, come out and play with me. Bring your dolly free, climb up my apple tree, slide down my rainbow into my pot of gold, and we'll be forever friends. Okay, it was a good vibration, so we always have something, a frequency in the background. Let's pull those energetic roots down deep, deep, deep through the earth, connecting with the technology of the trees, asking the earth to bring the energy up, 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 to play with us, bring it up our apple trees, our trees of life, up through the feet, to the knees, to the hips, up to the heart, out to our arms, out our crown, as if we are stretching our limbs, as we are having new buds grow. It is springtime and we are leafing and we are flowering, and we are bearing fruit. That is lovely. Star fruit. Wow. Okay, so take a deep breath in and release. And we now call for the activation of an etheric stargate to come in around us. Remember that if you do not know what a stargate looks like, you can simply use a pyramid. An etheric pyramid that comes over the top of you and which encases you as you breathe comfortably within this stargate. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel. Feel the energy within you. Know that you are vibrating every part of you, every particle of you, as you are made up of particles to create your form, is vibrating with this etheric stargate. Simply intend it. Nothing to do. Just breathe. Feel your energetic field. How has it shifted? Feel the field outside of your body at this time. Take a note. If you feel nothing, know that you are still vibrating within your personal etheric stargate. Breathe in and release. Continue breathing. Feel. Nothing to do. No place to go. Feel. Allow the mind to feel out of curiosity. What does it feel like? How is it the same, similar, or different? Feel and breathe. We now call for a fifth dimensional etheric stargate to come surround us now. Simply intend within your mind to have a fifth dimensional stargate come here now and feel. Breathe. Feel the energy of the fifth dimensional stargate. It is quite something. We now call for a seventh dimensional stargate to come and be with us now. Simply intend and breathe into the seventh dimensional stargate. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel. Feel the seventh dimensional stargate within your body. Put your intention to your cells, your organs, your breath. Feel the energy vibration. And then bring your awareness to that which surrounds your body. Feel into your seventh dimensional stargate. Notice. Nothing to do. Breathe in. Feel. We are connecting all of our stargates, and we call for all of our stargates to connect all over the world. as we are acupuncture points. All those working with their inner stargates and calling for the etheric stargates, we are now connected. Feel. Feel this connection, this unity, this oneness, all around the world. We now call for an 8th dimensional stargate. Feel. Call within your mind's eye. I call for an 8th dimensional stargate to be with me now. Feel, notice the difference, similarities of vibration. Sense the energy around you, the field around you. Feel the connection all around the world. We now call for a 10th dimensional stargate. Call within your mind's eye. I now call for a 10th dimensional stargate, etheric stargate, to come here around us now. Breathe. Feel. Notice. We now call for a 12th dimensional stargate to come to be with us now. Call in your mind's eye. I now call for a 12th dimensional etheric stargate to surround me now. Breathe and feel. Every cell is being activated at this time. DNA. Breathe. We now connect further with Gaia, with Earth consciousness. And we bring that energy through us. We connect through the waters of the earth. As we bring those etheric waters up through our energetic system, as we are trees of life, feel as those waters come up your meridians of the body. Flow through the veins of your blood, connecting to the waters of life. As you connect to the waters, you're connecting to the oceans. Feel your vastness in the oceans of earth. Breathe and feel. Feel the aquatics. Feel the whales and the dolphins. As you connect to the ocean, the whales and the dolphins are here to connect as well. Breathe in and breathe out. The whales and the dolphins are that of galactic energy. And they also hold records of humanity. Breathe. Feel your connection to the dolphins and the whales. Feel your connection to the waters, both within you and without. As within, so without, as above, so below. Breathe. Feel. Know that you are never alone. You are a part of all of this. Breathe. Feel. Remember. Remember your connection. At any time, this connection is here. Feel within your heart. Feel within your womb. Feel within your third eye. We are also connecting to Three Eye Atlas at this time. Three Eye Atlas, a consciousness that connected with our sun and the waters of the earth, the land, bringing us the light codes that we are ready for at this time. And those codes, onward they come. Breathe. Feel your connection to the cosmos and to the earth in the form that you are in now. Connect. Feel. Love. Love each other. Right now, in this moment, in this connection of every activated etheric stargate on this, in this world. Love. A vibration of love. A string on the guitar. Strung. Played. The tune of love all around the world. In all places. Send your love. Possibly to places that you feel need it most. Send your love, your acts of kindness. Be one with one another. Love. Breathe. Love. Be the love. Be the light. Shine bright for all to see, for all to feel. This love that you carry heals worlds, heals your world. Love. A simple word. Breathe. And release. Love one another. Okay. If you're ready, you can open your eyes. Wow. I was really feeling that one. I've never been one of those gals to cry at movies. And I've definitely got some tears going on. So I'm glad that all of you were able to join me today for that connection to yourselves, to each of you out there, whether you see this here now or on the replay. Welcome. Thank you for being here. There's only a few times where tears have come when the messages have come through. So I will see you again tomorrow at 11:11 Pacific time, daily, live with love. It's a pleasure to have you here. Subscribe, like, share with your friends. If you want to support me, that's the best way, because that'll get these videos out there and spread those energies and the messages. If you want to support me other ways, there are links in the description. Feel free to. I'll let you guys know updates on when I'll have my membership set up and when my website is done. I look forward to seeing all of you in person over Zoom. And as always, we are one. One breath, one life, one heart. I love you. Enjoy your day.